much greater lengths to obscure their true identities than the Russian-based Internet Research Agency, IRA, did in the run-up to the 2016 U.S. presidential election.
I'm Steve Dorsey in Washington. The top Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee, Adam Schiff, is urging Facebook to do more to fight foreign political interference. Meanwhile, the Senate Intelligence Committee is planning a hearing Wednesday about the cyber threat to U.S. election security.
Oh my, whoa. Oh my god, more elections. Hysteria, Russia. Oh, whoa, whoops. What the fuck? What's... Greetings. No, you. Season's greetings. No, you. Because you are my enemy. Remember that. I'm just going, watching up some good old Alex Jones. You know, you just gotta live it up with some Alex Jones, you know what I mean? If your life doesn't have a daily dose of Alex Jones, then you're my enemy. Bilderbergs, feed me cabs. Make the frogs gay. Islam has nothing to do with terrorism, only Western imperialism. You believe in the Islamic Caliphate, you liberal communist. Fuck, I hate when there's like no room. Alright, we're making myself some room here. I'll do my... Nah. Rape refugees are good for Europe, right, goys? Very much so. Yes. We must protect the goyams with refugees. I figured out this way to essentially avoid getting, if the side of your ear itches and shit, and you just kind of have to do that really quick, I figured out a way. You just, take this little thing that just kind of, pokes out a little bit, and just, nah. Just, push that in there, kind of give it a little rubbing, satisfying itch relief. Works out. And how's my day been? Hot. I rode my bike. It's a usual route down to the bank to put some money in the bank. And I had to take a break before I went uphill, halfway up the hill, in some shade, and just sit there for 20 minutes because of how insufferably fucking hot it is, dude. Just fuck this heat. Fuck climate change, dude. Can't believe that this is what that people just nothing happening, look good, you don't know heat unless you've been here, good. It's how about you just fuck off, because just because I don't know good heat don't mean that climate change isn't a thing. Fuck yourself, you insufferable retard. Dude, I was watching Kyle Kalinske earlier, and I'm actually going to do a video on this guy, or at least on the article, because climate change rains here every single day, and we haven't had rains for a while. We used to have constant droughts. Yeah, see, for them, that's see, climate change is actually good. It's raining here when we had droughts. But why would that be happening, though? If it used to be more of a dry region, wouldn't that mean thus being more wet means the world's climate is changing? I'm out here smoking in the rain. I wish I could be smoking in the rain with Portland rain. It's actually a name of a blues song from some Portland blues band or something like that that's local. Portland Rain. I want to look up that song because it'll be a nice little song to play whenever I'm whenever I'm feeling like an ignorism or something like that, or like one of these streams and I'm able to start streaming on PC, late night, just want to start chilling with everybody. I'm like, hey, what's up, everybody? Just have that playing in the background, and have like some slow, chill blues and jazz just playing in the background, some sexy sax and like some trumpets and shit. Why not? Have a nice, chill vibe. I'm just kind of waiting for Lars to come on, because I'm hoping he's on, because I would like to roast some dumb shit he might be saying. Because I was going to do a few little shorter videos. I think I'm going to probably do Ignorism, then a few kind of like rebooting other videos and other things that people have been saying and shit, and maybe I'll do another thing of Roasted, though that'll depend if Tyler wants to come over shit, because he's kind of the one who made up the idea of that particular thing, Roasted, which is what we did in the Christian Looney Tunes one with some Christian crazies. So I'm gonna see how he feels about it, because I've kind of made that his entity type of thing, like that's his thing. Like, I want him to take advantage and learn how it is to kind of be a content creator on YouTube a little bit, and let that be his way of doing so. We just upload it on my channel like we're doing right now. So, I'm going to talk with him a little bit, make sure that he gets that and he can do this as his little side thing. I mean, because it's his thing. I mean, the only time I'm ever really involved is if you want me to be part of the video and shit. I mean, that's going to be his thing. Though, he've always said he wants to, like, utterly destroy and roast people, which I was trying to do. But he never really did that, I thought. I'm like, dude, go hard. You were the one saying this, and I was the one doing what you wanted me to do. And you're like, wait. And I'm like, bruh, I'm roasting the fuck out of this faggot. What are you doing? You're, like, philosophically, like, wrecking this bitch. And you're doing, like, this intense, like... And I'm just doing, like, this intense, like, fuck you, faggot. It's a library in here! You need to be silent!
Silent library.
Silent library! Imagine if the fucking library desk operator, like, you were just talking like this, whatever, to your friend, and she just, like, looks at you, comes straight up to your desk, and it's like, Silent library! Shut the fuck up! And it's just like, whoa. Crazy library bitch. I'm just talking in my own normal tone. You're calling up and all up my grill. Scream out my voice, bitch! And then, you know, this is what I get. Nah. No more access to this library. I will not be coming here no more. I will go be partaking in a different community's library. Bitch. Now, if that happened, I actually report that shit. That's never happened. I remember at my libraries, there's actually been concerts there. Like, people would book the library, book this little open area where normally would be desks, but they can open it up. And they'll open it up for bands to sometimes play, and they'll have like an hour or something like that of a band playing there or some shit. It's pretty cool. I like our little library. What's up, bud? Yeah, that's bud. I am mistaking shit on my pants for weed, but it might not be weed. Did everybody leave? It says 0. I don't know if that's YouTube fucking with me or not. Where it normally says there's people, it doesn't. But YouTube fucks with me, so I don't know. Thoughts. Still here? Alright. Well, YouTube... Okay, I'm noticing this. YouTube happens to take away viewers, even though viewers are not away. I don't know why. It says 0. It popped up when you commented again, but didn't went away when you stopped. So I think it just, like, looks at, like, active viewers. YouTube sucks. I know, dude. like, this is basically another way of me saying, like, oh, well, no one's watching, so why am I even gonna look at this guy? Fuck that. Like, if they have a low count of viewers, they actually might have higher. Dusty Smith? I don't know. Like, I think he's a chill dude. Well, not like a chill dude per se, but I think he's alright. Like, I could find him respectable, but I feel like he acts like a macho man a lot. Even though he's a short little dude. You might want to bump the resolution down just so it doesn't lag. Am I lagging? Because it's not lagging for me. And I, as far as I know, I can't fix resolutions on this. At least for the my phone. On my computer I could. But what was I about to say? Oh, Dusty Smith. Yeah, like I feel like he acts like a macho man and talks big, even though he doesn't really do a lot of like action for that talk, basically. So I don't know. I feel like he's all right. You're lagging pretty bad to me. I don't know. Everything seems fine to me right here. I don't know. Maybe if you just come back out. I mean, I think even Pauls have said this usually. I mean, like 90% of the time it's probably on the viewers' end, not mine. Because I am, yeah, I mean, I got full bars. I'm all good. I'm all fine. It doesn't say bad connection or nothing. It's just sitting here.
Your YouTube before YouTube got.
I mean, I had a YouTube channel before YouTube got big. It was a beautiful thing. I loved YouTube back in the day where you could customize the channel. Like, literally to the point where you can have, like, your own backgrounds. You can, like, change the layout of what it looks like.
Oh, wow.
Everything. It was beautiful, man. I just loved YouTube back in the day. 2006 to 2010 was the best YouTube. I am comfortable saying
I
that.
have to agree. I'd just be getting high and then I'd be watching YouTube. All kinds
Yeah.
of shit would be on YouTube.
Yeah, like the
Now
first.
you can't find nothing on YouTube.
Yeah, like when YouTube was bought by Google in like what 2012 or something like that. That's when it officially like died out, and then that's when it got cancer. That's like the diagnosis of, hey, you got cancer, basically. And now we're at like the final stages where like the person's in the hospice bed just waiting to die now because the cancer is so powerful and strong and just is so gut-wrenchingly ridden. Unless the cure comes across very soon, I mean, it's gonna die.
I'm gonna die if I can't go to work very soon.
The old dude, does the dude in the background smoke pot?
No.
No. Used to, but no. Not anymore. For him, he actually probably can't. But for me, I definitely can. So. Because, dude, I've had this fucking conversation with my mom last night, and it was retarded. Okay, hold on. Let me just start from the beginning. She's just. You want to know her main argument against not using marijuana at least more regularly? It quote no, she doesn't even say that. She just says it quote alters you. One, that's a semantic argument.
Well, if you bring it down to basics, your mom thinks pot makes you stupid. The way I talk to her, you know, the way she talks about it sometimes,
Yeah.
it makes you dumb. That's
Well-
what I get for breaking it down from all the crap.
Well, I mean, I'm not like saying it does. It doesn't, but
Your mom is anti-pot.
she really is. She's like weird. She's like pro pop but anti pop because she just can't really do it right now because her doctors won't let her.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
See, she made it sound like it was because it was her choice.
No, I mean, really, honestly. Well, I mean, honestly, I think it's just her choice.
It is her choice if she wants
But-
to smoke it again.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, and also it's just like, why are you pushing what you think people should do with marijuana on me because I think people should use it.
Because that's how conservative Christians are.
And oh my god, and it's that you know, I can't even get my points. Like she was saying how I wasn't getting her points across, and I was shutting them down every time she spoke. It's like, Mom, do you realize how much of a straw man and like how much of a projection that is because you're doing that to me? Like you're like anything like the very like as soon as I even said slightly about anything that didn't go against or didn't go or went against what she was saying, she was just like nah, nah, you know, she just started, you know, going against it. It's just like, what? No, it's just nonsense. And then she's just like, I don't want you to like smoking before work. And I'm like, you know what? Out of that, just to spite you, I'm gonna get blitzed out of my mind before I go to work and take a tab of acid. And she's like, oh, I know you're just saying that as a joke. And I'm like, well, at least it ended this fucking conversation.
It might not be.
Yeah, I'm just like, you know, there's no way for me to get my arguments across because, one, it's late at night and that's going to be her main excuse, even though, who, him? My uncle? No. No, he's not my uncle. I mean, we're not blood related, but, I mean, at this point he might as well be, what will be a cousin of, or the son of an uncle? Would that be the cousin? Yeah. I mean, I guess technically just by, like, legal standards it could be cousin, just because he's lived here for about a year.
Just a cousin. When I was with my ex, I said I was family. I was cousin.
Who is he? Just a cousin or some shit? Basically. I mean, he's not blood related. Like, he's not like a literal family member. But him and his dad they've lived here long enough they might as well be. So, you know, it's kind of how we see it. Yeah.
Second cousins.
Basically.
When you don't know how you're related to somebody, they usually call you a cousin.
Yeah, or just like a second cousin or some shit.
Yeah.
I got like a bit of burrito. I had a burrito before. I had a burrito before I came on. I got burrito before I came back home. Oh, the burrito was delish, man. I love Super Burrito. They make good food. The burrito I have wasn't Mexican per se, because it was its own unique little burrito, but it's very good. It's the style of the burrito and the concept that is the burrito that counts. If you don't agree with that, you are my enemy! Think I'm gonna forget that? You Bilderberg, loyalist, Soros, check, funding, fuck. What are your thoughts on James Comey? He's, or at least was, the former head of the FBI? I don't know, like, I mean, in some ways, I feel like, I mean, he's Republican, isn't he? Yeah, so, I don't know, like, I feel like, let me just think back, because he's especially noted for the, elections. I don't know, like, I feel like there was a lot of decisions he made that were good, but I feel like there's a lot of decisions that were just stupid and probably fucked up how the outcome was going to be for the election. Like, but I don't know. I mean, I don't really, like, I mean, he's the head of the FBI. I mean, that already makes me distrust him. So, I mean, it just kind of depends on the decision he made or on a certain decision or on a certain issue. Imagine being a fly on the wall in the back room meetings. Oh, shit. And memos and briefings at the Republican Party. Dude, what if that's already a thing? Like technology where they have like these little fly cameras. Like little fly camera drones. And they got like little feet that like magnetically stick to anything. And then, or some shit like that. And then they just like look into a room. And no one would assume because it's just a fly in a corner of a wall. Right? You can just bug things. That is bugging things. Kind of literally, because it's a bug that's a bug. Get it? I mean, it's not a literal bug. It's not an insect. But it's a bug. So, it's a bug. I mean, you can get away with it either way. Be like, oh, look at this bug. And people will be like, oh, fuck, we've been spotted. Oh, wait, we are literally a bug. They don't know. So, Well, I guess if you crushed it, it would. Because we've had a lot of, like, little house flies in my house lately. I got bugged hardcore, by the way. And, because the Bilderberg's out to get me. Try to get that information that the frog's being turned gay. They don't want me to release it. Soviet scientists also invented the Theramin instrument, invented a bug that requires no battery. Oh, shit, son. That's crazy, dude. Russians, man. In a lot of ways, it's okay to say that they were technology superior for a while. I mean, that's insane, dude. Damn. I'm sure we got far better technology now, but, I mean, Russia's kind of... They don't got a lot of great technology compared to now, so... It was placed in the American Embassy in Moscow, hidden in a wooden seal, presented to the American ambassador as a gift. Oh! Dude, when you present a gift that's a bug and they don't know it, like, ooh, murked. You just got played. In the words of DJ Khaled, congratulations, you played yourself. You played yourself. Ooh, nearly. Remember watching his Secular Talk video earlier today? Oh, hold up. Electromagnetic signals that was picking it up was provided power that caused it to work. That's cool. Huh. So basically, like, hold on, let me reread that. The signals that was picking it up provided the power, basically, for it to function. So it just had 24/7 battery. Just keep track of it. It would work as long as you track it. If it's just set in one spot, it's not that hard to track. It's in one room. Pretty easy, right? So, I mean, anyway, I was watching a Secular Talk video of this Republican who was saying, like, the poor were mooched, like, scoundrels and, what was the other thing? Scoundrels and... It wasn't moochers. I don't know, but it was just fucking wretched. It's like, this is what the Republican Party thinks of people. They think of the poor as, like, scoundrels, thugs, moochers, leeches, parasites. That was the other word, parasites and scoundrels. That's what they think of, like, us, as poor people. So, I definitely want to do a video of that, because I got an impassioned rant I have stored into me right now. Honestly, with the heat out here, I'm too just fucking bleh to even get, like, bleh about it. But, when I get inside where there's AC, I'll get my energy back up. This tea is kind of helping me keep refreshed, but even then, it's just like, like, God, fuck this heat, dude. Seriously, man. How do you do it in the South where it's hot most of the year? How do you do it, man? It was pretty good for most of the year up until, like, the last month and a half. Then it's been awful. How do you guys do it? How do you guys just do it, man? You guys hold out strong out there. You guys do it strong. Strong. Warriors. Strong warriors that hold out. Yeah, how do you survive this heat, dude? Like, I'm just out here just dying, basically. I felt like I was just staying indoors. I am indoors. Ignore, the YouTube blocked my video. Oh, fuck YouTube. Well, now I have one viewer, even though I have at least 2 or 3. It's the humidity video. It's the humidity, too. Oregon's very humid as well. I saw it, Jimmy. I haven't checked it out, but I'll have to I'll have to check that out. But that's just fucking awful. Well, I guess I can't check it out, but that's fucked. That's just fucked. YouTube just... Is there even hope for YouTube at all? Like, any? Like, any? Is there, like, a grain? Is there, like, a singular grain of sand that's possible? It's in limited viewing. Do you listen to the Jim Cornette Experience? That's for Jimmy, but I'll answer it too. I have not listened to the Jim Cornette Experience. What do they talk about over there? I'll have to check them out. I'm always down to listen to new shows and new podcasts. I'm coming, DTube. Yeah, honestly, I might make at least some of my content, maybe at least more mature-based content, on DTube/Steemit. I think I'm gonna go do a mixture. I'm gonna probably at least base myself off YouTube, but make more mature content or shit like that. Like, because Paul has ideas for doing that too, and he wants to do it there as well. And that kind of got me the idea of thinking about it too. I'm like, that's a good idea, because that also makes money as well, being on DTube, just because you just have an account and put videos up, and that depends on popularity, etc., etc. So it's just like, that's a good idea. I mean, plus when I get that exchanged into real currency, while it might not be much, it's far better, and it's still making an income. So I won't make all of my content, but I'll probably like re-upload videos there later on, and also have specific content on YouTube as well. Like, but by that point, I'll also have links to everything else where you can check everybody else up as well. Talk about wrestling mainly. No shit, my dad nearly looks like Jim Cornette. Oh damn, dude. So if I look at Jim Cornette, I could just basically assume that's what your dad looks like. Why am I not getting notified? Because fuck YouTube. YouTube, you're my enemy! Do not want me telling you about the FEMA camps, about how the FDA is trying to push the gay frog agenda, and the narrative to make all the water gay. Because you're my enemy. We will break your will. Jimmy's icon is Jim Cornette. Oh, really? Oh, so that's what your dad might look like. Alright. Damn. I love that YouTube does not notify people of anything that's going on. Besides only 2 people. Those 2 people showed up right away. And then a few more scattered in later on, because fuck YouTube. Now that makes me have to talk into a camera by myself with literally nobody looking. I get notifications. Well, I know. Well, at least you do. I'm so in love with Carrie. Well, hello, Venom. I would have never known. But you did, because you came on. If I want to have just look on YouTube. She's sleeping right next to me. She's a sleepy one. She sleeps a lot. Oh, by the way, snoring. Stop snoring. Stop the snores. Nothing but the snores. I still don't even comprehend why all the alt-right channels and podcasts are still up. Because they get those views and revenues. And besides, the algorithm's fucked up. So, they don't actually ban people who are outright Nazis and shit. I'd love hearing a brief. YouTube is guilty of a violation. Well, they're guilty of plenty. They're lucky. Oh, very much so. They are definitely lucky. Definitely lucky to be a thing. I don't think this should ban the Nazis. So I don't think YouTube should be banning anybody or anything, honestly, unless it's like specifically against the terms and services. But not like a lot of stuff that they ban is exactly not against really their terms of services, so it's just they're fucked up. I mean, and also some of the terms of services are stupid anyway, so they need reforms. I'm afraid of censorship. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're so small, at least I am, and you are, and everything like this. I feel like we're small enough that they don't give a shit, but I feel like that's also that because of that, we're so small that no one's gonna give a shit if, if they banned us or whatever. So we spent all day together banging, smoking, and watching Rick and Morty. Oh, that's awesome. Do music will get you banned. Oh, yeah, I know. That's why I play very obscure music if I do, or at least try to, or royalty-free music. But even then, some videos of mine where Spaz was on here playing, he would, some of that music was even striked. But it didn't, like, fuck me up or nothing. It didn't give me a strike or, like, any copyright claims or nothing. It just said that the monetization was, she is down for Ignore Venom 3-way, though. Alright, well, cool. Cool. But yeah. Lars is not on anymore because he was saying some really stupid shit. Dude, he had a congressman he was talking to earlier, and, it was a cringe fest, dude. So how does, like, fossil fuels affect the environment? And then the congressman just went, it's like, do I have to really fucking explain this to you, you dim-witted, retarded, moron, fuck? Like, seriously, does climate change have to be explained to these fucking dim-witted morons? Like, seriously, that's the only explanation for these people now. That is that they're just fucking morons and they're idiots. They're just fucking morons, dude. Carl, maybe I'll go live and show my ass and see if I get a violation. Gross. Yeah, you will. Not a good idea if you did. I would not recommend it. Her aunt is super duper racist, but it's super easy to befriend her. Just pretend not to like black people and she's your best friend. Oh my god. I'll paint YouTube on it. I wouldn't recommend it, but your channel. Have fun. I cannot, in the end, control your decisions. Ignore, to be honest, you're a little racist. Me? Racism is funny in general. So, how would I be racist? I'm just kind of generally curious. Because I am willing to have this little discussion here. Trump's 2020 slogan is "Keep America Great." Yeah, and also there's nothing really great going on, so great slogan. Should have just kept what he had. Construction. Do you want to keep America great? Re-elect Trump in 2020? Nah, I'm good. Because you're appropriating Hispanic weed culture. Dude, weed culture isn't even specifically Hispanic either, dude. What? Is that a joke, sir? Dude, Afghan, Pakistani, Thai. Come on. The Middle East had its fair share too, and China, and the Asia Minor as well, or at least like the Western East Asia. Come on. Don't be like that. It was used in Persia. Well, that's what I mean, like the Asia Minor area, like Western Asia. So it's not just weed. I'm just appropriating weed culture in India, Mongolia. Well, yeah. I mean, it was used. I mean, there's a I don't know if it's true or not, but there's a story of like of the first recorded man who smoked it, and it was out of curiosity because he was intrigued by the smells. This Chinese emperor and part of this kingdom, and there's multiple kingdoms in China, and he smoked it, and then this blue jay came in and told him, conquer your neighboring empires and you'll succeed. So he did, and he was victorious, like the blue jay said. And it's a pretty interesting story. If you look at the Joe Rogan podcast with Joey Diaz, literally the very start of the podcast is Joey Diaz talking about that very story. It's very cool. The way he explained it was way better than I did, so I recommend you go check that out if you want to hear that story. It's a really good story, and the way that podcast got hooked on with that story alone, it's really good. I love Joey Diaz, dude. He's fucking awesome. It was on Joey's podcast or JRE? JRE. Karl Roversing was, if he saw me watching a show with a single black person, he would flip out. That sucked and it was not funny. How you doing with the license? I'm going to get it tomorrow. I would have tried to do it today, but my dad is at work, and the only working car is my mom's car, so he had to take that. So we're kind of vehicle-less. I can't wait until I get that fucking license, though, because that's just one thing off my chest I don't have to worry about, dude. I want to get it so I can, because I know my brother's going to just, like, I'm lucky. I'm just going to get handed down a vehicle, honestly. I just have to deal with the insurance and all the other bullshit. That's about it. So I'm lucky in that sense. Not a van. I've always wanted to start with a van, like a little mini, like one of those like little hippie vans or some shit, dude. I've always wanted one of those. Maybe one day. Maybe I'll, quote, downgrade, but to me it'll be an upgrade. Ignorant's going to be a bad driver. Bitch! I'd like to see that. I want to say I will be a great driver or a good one, but I don't think I'll be a bad one either. I think it'll take some time. It's like I wouldn't say it's like riding a bike, but the premise of like learning how to operate a vehicle, and a bicycle is also a vehicle. I mean, learning how to operate that, it's kind of the same premise. How's the search in your state for your age? I honestly don't know. I haven't delved into it, so I'll find out though. I'll let you know when I get insurance and shit and figure out how it all works. Eggplant, moon cricket, coons, jigaboo, spirit trucker, if you said it all. Chocolate bunnies. Oh my god. There's all sorts of terms, dude. Damn, son. Jigaboo. Dude. That was the term for black people? Jigaboo? Jigaboo. You look at all those jigaboos. Jigaboo, dude. Oh my god, Jigaboo. Jigaboo. What? Jigaboo? I'm done. That's just too great. That's just too amazing, dude. Black guy kicked him in the face when he was younger, so that's kind of why. Sounds like just some stigma of a young age. When I was in first grade, I called a black kid a jigaboo in his face and got away with it. Probably because he didn't know that was a racist term. Whoa! 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 Ambush of the sneezes. When I was in first grade, I called a black kid a jigaboo to his face and got away with it. I guess I'm just allergic to the comment, dude. I don't know. I almost sneezed again. Wow. Anyway. Damn. Well, he probably didn't realize that that was a term for against black people, so I don't see that as a term against black people, dude. That word sounds great. Jigaboo. 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 That just sounds hilarious as a word, dude. I'm not going to start saying that because I'm sure some people will probably kick me in the face, but that's just going to be my little inside word now, dude. Jigaboo. Jigaboo, dude. That's like on my list of favorite words now. Poontang is on that list. Jigaboo. I don't really got a large list right now, but I'm going to make that grow. In my family, we say cutting a nigger's dick is the way he's taking shit. He was somewhat nice to black people in general, he just hated them. Southern hospitality is what it was called, sounds like. I went to an all-white grade school. I went to a public schools, so, I mean, I had a little share of everything. Hispanics, blacks, all sorts. But generally, white people. He was a Polish guy. Polish. I'm definitely not Polish at all. Though, they seem like they're like the second most common people. Like, if you're not German, Irish, or like Scandinavian, you're either like Russian or Polish or something like that. Well, I guess there is also Anglo-Saxon too, but besides like the main like general whites, it's like Polish. I never saw a black student until 9th grade. I've always seen them around, but they weren't like common. Like, biggest ancestry in America is German. Makes sense. I don't know if I actually specifically have German. I just know I have Scandinavian for sure. I know there's like little pockets in America where you can find a lot of Scandinavian, also Irish ancestry too. And also, I know there was probably a period of time because German culture was so popular in America that it could have been the native language of the United States is German. It's not. Joe Manoli Soul, you grew up in segregation. So did my mom and my dad. I don't think so because he's 10 years younger. But I know my mom and Robert did. They most likely did. But at least they know that Martin Luther King Jr. was a good dude. My schools are very mixed race. Like, mine were mixed race, but it was mostly Latinos and Hispanics, not blacks. We had, well, I mean, we did. I mean, the most we had, like, from elementary school was probably, like, 2 or 3. And then the most we had in middle school was probably, like, 4, 9, or 12. And then in high school, we had a couple dozen. So, there's a lot more in high school, but not so much in the others. What the fuck? You know what's weird? Other than USA, I got viewers in Germany for a channel. Oh, really? Germany, huh? That's cool. That's pretty cool. You got some Germans. You got the Deutschens. Whoa. Leading up to World War I, a very large percentage of Americans wanted to join the Central Powers due to the large amount of German Americans. Yeah, they were feeling the German pride. I think, weren't there Germans who also went back to Germany from America during the Great Depression to go back to Germany during the rise of the Reich and shit? Like in the 30s? Because I remember the story that kind of touched on that aesthetic in Band of Brothers, where they caught, whoops, I'm just dropping shit, but where these, what was I about to say? Where the paratroopers met these captured Germans, and they were talking to some of them, and one of them was from originally Astoria, Oregon. And one of the others was from Eugene, and they asked him, why'd you come here, come back and fight for the Germans and stuff? And he's like, because I want to come back to fatherland. My parents originally came from here and shit. And I was a kid when I lived here. So I felt more in touch here, so I moved back. And then they kind of grew a connection and shit, and then they kept moving on, and then the troops that were dealing with them already, who were already there, executed them all, which, war, you know, what do you fucking expect? So it was just like, damn, son, that's brutal. But it's just like, wow. I mean, it's like, I wonder if that actually really was a thing, like, German Americans, even after that fact, left. 30% white, 30% black, 40% Latino. That sounds like my high school, but it was more like 15% black, 30% Latino, and the rest is white. New York. Well, that's cool. You're in Kyle. Yeah, you live near Kyle. You're in Kyle Klinsky territory, bro. Dude, honestly, as much as I wouldn't want to live like in downtown New York, to live like in the outskirts, to live near Kyle, bruh. Dude, do you know how much I would like travel in Kyle's hood just to hope that I would just stumble upon him? Dude, I would totally do that. It didn't like, bruh, Kyle lives in New Rochelle. Well, I know that. I mean, he lives in New Rochelle. Like, that's what I mean. If I, like, lived anywhere near there, even if it was across the city, and it's a big city, mind you, I don't give a fuck. I'll take time out of my day to just be in New Rochelle and just hang out in his hood and just for the chance that he might be around, and I'll be like, hey, what's up, bro? Hey, you're a Secular Talk. You're a Secular Talk guy. You sold out to Big Seltzer. And just call him out for it. Just call him out for being a Big Seltzer. If I ever see Kyle in public, I'm going to start be giggling like a teenage girl if you see Paul McCartney for the first time. Yep, that would be me too, dude. I'll be like, oh my god, he's right there! Ah! Like, I'd be like the screeching chick, dude. I'll be like, ah! Like that. And pass out and just freak out. Don't really like weed much. Smoked it once at 8 and twice in high school. Smoked weed at 8? Back then, I used to hate it. I don't even think I knew it was a thing yet. But in high school, I used to. It was around junior to senior year in high school is when I started getting open to it. I was pretty young. I think when Harley first smoked, he was 12 or 11. Tyler first smoked when he was like 17 or 18. And I smoked when I was first 18, like when I first became 18. And that was after high school. So I was... Well, I'm hearing noises. Just hearing nothingness. It's not even 7 yet. I wanted to stalk Kyle in public. Well, wasn't I just talking about that? Just stalking for Kyle in his hood? Like, what if I, like, was doing that, and I just happened to see him leave his apartments or some shit where he lived, and I'm just like, oh, hi, Kyle, I just found out where you live. It's just like, oh, shit. I wonder how often he gets recognized in public. He says not that often, but he does get it. And he says it's really cool experience and awesome every time he does. So, sounds like not too often, but it sounds like it does happen. I'd probably get in a fight with him, give him peace of my mind. What? You'd have a fight with Kyle? No. Do not hurt my secular lesbian daddy. Do not hurt my Big Seltzer daddy. I will defend him with my life. I got hiccups saying that, and it sounded awful and whimpery. I'll defend him with my life. Don't hurt him. Your dad lesbian? Yes, he is. I thought you liked Kyle, Jimmy. Yeah, didn't you say you watched him? Didn't you say you watched him? I like Kyle, but don't respect or trust him. I mean, I find him to be one of the most respectable, at least definitely one of the more trustables, because he speaks his mind, and at least, yeah, I mean, now I'm kind of curious for this discussion here.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm finding out that that a viewer watches and likes a Secular Talk or Kyle Klinsky, but he doesn't respect or trust him. Now I'm kind of curious.
Wow. And then why I'm watching?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Justice Dems. Well, he does. Well, even he still supports the candidates, and it's an empowered organization. Or I mean, because what was it? Because he founded it, or was it because he got kicked out of it, or voluntarily left? I mean, that's kind of what he did. I think you should have put up a fight. I mean, I think you should have too. He's a spinmeister. Kick these SJWs to the curb. Fuck them. Seriously. Fuck them. I mean, they're really not as strong as people make them out to be. They're very just vocal. They're a very, very vocalized minority. I mean, I don't really see them that often here. And I go to a college in Portland, a very progressive and lefty type of city. And when protests happen here, they're definitely not pretty. I ain't gonna lie. So, I mean, even then I don't really. There is a presence, but it's not that big, and it's not really that noticeable. They're just like, meh, it's just there. Like no one gives a shit. I mean, and I'm sure there's places where they're far more of a threat or whatever, but yeah, just deal with them in those places. But in a lot of other places, they're not. In generalized area, they're definitely not. They're just a very vocal minority. Just fuck them and deal with them and just stick them to the curb. The SJWs are a massive benefit to the right. They are. Hurts the movement of the left, or at least the unified movement of what it would be. They do have a significant influence on academia and media. They're definitely overhyped and overblown, but still have a bad influence. That's what I mean. Like on the internet, they're not really a minority because it's the internet. That shit can just explode. But if you look at like just the general public outside the internet, they're not that big. I mean, they're just a bunch of SJW college cucky fucks that just, you know, hang out on their phones all day and don't really spew out their bullshit unless they go to some protest or whatever. They're not worth covering 24/7 like the Skeptosphere. Yeah, that's true. They're not worth it.
One more month, it'll start pulling off.
For real. I'm getting sick of this.
At least summers ain't as long as it's in Texas.
Oh yeah, I bet. Sargon and Dave Rubin think they're gonna storm the White House. That's funny. That's a joke. That's just such a joke, dude. No one's storming the White House. Last time that happened was what, 1812? Or something like that? I don't even remember. It's like, dude, no one's gonna do it. Who's gonna have like a uniform?
Never know.
Dude, do you know how many defenses they have at that fucking house? There's no way there's gonna be like some fucking militia or mass movement storming the White House, dude. There's no way. No way. It's a joke. That is a joke. I will say there was an accident where someone with a knife ran in for the fence and actually got pretty far. Yeah, and because he was honest, I'm pretty sure he was doing that as a suicide attempt, like suicide by, kind of like the suicide by cop type of thing. He was probably thinking, I'm gonna die, running across the lawn. I'm gonna die. Running up the steps. Why am I not dead yet? Ran inside. I need to die now. Someone kill me. Like the guy who ran all over the place. It was just like, I can imagine him thinking, why am I not dead yet? Someone just fucking kill me. Things were unguarded and doors were unlocked. He knocked a security guard and made it pretty far inside. Yeah, like, dude probably was just like off his knockers. He probably just was thinking about offing himself. Strong as the true left, he fears us. I guess I come from some perspective of someone farther to the left of Kyle. Well, I'm farther to the left than Kyle, so I mean, I understand your sentiment. I mean, I don't think he really strawmans the true left, but I think he just disagrees with overall premises and just doesn't want to delve deeper into details in the reasonings and shit, or at least post-capitalist reasoning. It's uneducated. Yeah, I mean, I feel like he just needs to like have a discussion with people who are genuinely farther to the left of him, like actual democratic socialists like me, or anarcho-syndicalists or something like that. Ironically, because he's a college boy. Yeah, I'm a college boy too. So, what do you mean true left? You mean like Marxists? Yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering too. Is it like Marxists and like socialists and stuff, or is it just like overall left, like progressives, democratic socialists, social democrats, stuff like that? Socialists, Marxists, etc. So does that not include democratic socialists? Because for me, the true left will include them too. I mean, I kind of consider also social democrats the true left too, but just by a little bit. I feel like they're kind of like the gatekeepers that just like open up the doors and like, hey, this is the left here. Welcome, you're entering the left, the true left. But but anything beyond them, it's like not the true left really. It's just they might be left in like name or whatever, but they're more like centrist or like center right or whatever, depending. Kind of like how the neoliberals are and like classical liberals are and shit like that now. I mean, and also worker ownership is left. It is, yeah. While social democracy has some of that it kind of has like imitations of that. I mean, I still think it's more of a true left. What do you think of Jimmy Dore? I like Jimmy Dore. I mean, I listen to him. Next time he's live, I definitely want to try to see him. I think he has a lot of really interesting things to say. Private ownership is right. That I agree with. Also, I think there needs to be a distinction between personal property and private property, and also public property too. Like, I think there should be three distinctions. Like, owning a house and shit like that, I think that should just be like personal property and stuff like that. And like, that's fine. Like, no one's saying you shouldn't have a house or stuff like that when it comes to like, dismantling private ownership. But like private ownership is like, corporations and shit like that, stuff like that. That's what, like, especially when it comes to post-capitalism philosophies, like democratic socialism and socialism and communism and the like, when they talk about this, they're not saying personal property, like what you personally own, for example, like the house or whatever, and, or just like stuff you own, like, the shirts, like jackets, and, the clothes you wear, the food you buy, like your personal assets and stuff like that. That's totally different to private property. Like, I mean, I feel like that needs to be, like, whenever, especially socialists come into, like, a debate with people who are more right-leaning, that should definitely be, like, a premise that needs to be understood and, like, talked about more often. House land you live on is personal property. Yeah, exactly. The house and land you live on, plus whatever the fuck's on it, is your personal property. Or at least, what you attained, and put there. If it just already is there and you bought it and it's just been there and it comes with the land, and it's yours too. So, if it stumbles on there and someone else's, then return it. But if it's the wild and you want to keep it, that's up to you. Too much ice, so thick. Ooh, Lars should be coming on. Or not Lars, Clyde. We get to hear what he's saying.
By more than 2,000 people. Facebook and admitting it's uncovered new sophisticated efforts to meddle in upcoming elections here in the U.S. The social media giant says it has removed 32 apparently fake accounts from Facebook and Instagram because they were involved in coordinated political behavior. The top Democrat.
Oh my God.
This is Russian related. Carbon black security strategy.
This is non-news. Non-news.
Everything over the past 2 years has given other nations
Fake news.
how to do this.
Fake fucking news. 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 Fake news. Fake news. All fucking fake news. See, that is your fucking chance, bitch. Protest correctly. It's just like, Jimmy Whisper, does Cornette smoke weed? Would he? Does he? I hope he does. Then he'll be more Then he'll be a more normal person to me. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. Oh. Normal people do drugs that alter their perspectives. I think he did a shoot on it. Did a shot on it? Shoot. He did a shoot. He did the shoot. A shoot. Oh. Oh my God, what is this fake news nonsense?
Stay connected to the Northwest and the world with FM News 101 KXL.
It's 7:03 on your Tuesday evening. I'm Dane Fodder. 2 cougars who were shot dead by a Corbett homeowner early yesterday after they tried to get into his chicken coop. Sergeant Brandon White with the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office says it happened at around midnight.
Why can't we tranquilize these fucking things? Seriously. What is so hard about taking these motherfucking animals, tranquilizing their asses, going beep, tranquilize, wait for a minute, let that shit kick in. Then you take their furry little butts and take them like 100 miles to who gives a fuck, not in human territory, far away from that bitch ass, and just releasing them and having a good day. Motherfucker, no one gonna, like, no one gets hurt at that point. And if you're fucking getting a chicken to tase the bitch or some shit, pepper spray its ass. If you're pepper spraying it, it's gonna run off a little bit, and then when they come over and try to tranquilize it, at least you know where it ran to so they can track that motherfucker. Seriously, like, come on. If they actually start attacking human, then you got a right to shoot the damn thing. Because then at least you defend yourself. You gotta defend yourself at least. But I mean, seriously. If someone in the wrestling biz does an interview, it's called a shoot. Ah. Okay. Okay. Dude. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I am like listening to Joe Rogan on a podcast, sometimes when I'm high before I go to bed, I'd like to listen to Joe Rogan before I go to bed sometimes. I'll have like a daydream before I go into like dream, you know what I mean? Cause I'm still awake and I'm just thinking about what I'm listening to. If for some reason every now and then I just fantasize, what if I'm on Joe Rogan, bro? What if I got on Joe Rogan? I'm just like, what if one day I got on Joe Rogan, bro? I mean, that'd be interesting. That'd be pretty interesting. No way a fucking rat's ass I'm ever gonna be able to now. Just I don't know how I could unless I did something big and then got famous off of it. But unless I got big and famous on the internet somehow, there's probably no real way that's gonna happen. I'm just gonna have my own little fan group, and I'll be fine. I'll be happy with that. What would you talk about with him? Dude, honestly, just all sorts of topics. Space, astronomy, you know, like about like drugs and psychedelics. About the drug war, shit like that. I talk to him about, like culture around the world. Oh, Clyde Lewis is on, by the way. But, I talked to him about a lot of different topics. And, and I would have him talk about stuff that I don't know about so I can learn a little bit about some different things, and hear what he has to say and be like, and I'll be like, I think I remember you talked about that once with with that guy, whatever, because I listen to him a lot. I'll be like, because I'm such a fan of shit. But, I mean, and I'll also be like, hey, here's some also other really cool people that I know you haven't had a show on before, you should check them out too. I mean, I think it'll be a really fun time. And plus, we, be smoking bud, probably have a couple, drinks as well. I mean, I'll make sure we have a fun time, dude. Like, I know he's got, like, a little desk full of drinks and shit that are available, and he also smokes weed, so I'm down to have a fun time, dude. Let's have fun with Joe Rogan, bro. If you're getting this Joe Rogan by the time I'm 82 and you're still alive for some reason, hit me up. I want to come on your podcast. Because I know I'm never going to be able to go on. That'd be cool, dude. I'd love to. Oh, another thing I will talk to him about is probably, like, my views of what socialism means, and at least what democratic socialism means, too. Let's kind of get the general basic rundown of what it means, instead of going all in details and shit. Maybe I'll go in details for some examples and stuff like that, but because he has a lot of, at least right now, a lot of right-wing leaning people like Peter Schiff and shit like that on there, I feel like he needs somebody more to the left again. To, like, kind of like Kyle Kalinske or TJ, like you just said. I want them to go back on, too. And, talk about, some of the shit. When TJ was in LA, I was kind of hoping in the back of my mind, is he going to meet with Joe Rogan, too? Maybe. But, nah, it didn't happen. It would be cool if that was also another thing that was going to happen. It would be like, hey, why not, But yeah, if I ever have, like, a meetup or something going on in LA or whatever for, like, my show or some shit like that, I'll hit up Joe Rogan, too, be like, hey, I've got this show going on here or whatever. Hey, you want to set up a date during this time? Because we'll be here this entire time or whatever from this day to this day for this show on this date. You want to talk? Just be like that? Want to have a show? Want to go on a podcast? I mean, if that, I mean, why not? I'm sure he gets, like, hits like that all the time. People who want to go on a show and they keep, hitting him up to go on a show. People are always asking him, hey, get this guy on, get this dude on, get this chick on, get this person on, get that, Zerth of /Zoo/the/Dar on, whatever the fuck, It's like, get these people on, get everyone on. It's just like, damn, son, he gets a lot of people on, for sure. I mean, the recent guy he just had that I watched was Michael Scott Moore, who was captured by Somali pirates and shit. Like, that was really, really interesting. Like, I kind of want to do a show on that. That would be really cool to talk about. Because I have a little bit of research done for a couple of, like, quick little snapshot little videos I want to upload, and also one longer one. And I think I might do the longer one on this one, because as it goes down, I can kind of talk about why Somalia might be the way it is, like a couple little videos off of that clip. So, I don't know. But, yeah, but just some ideas for what might be coming up later on. I mean, I was going to do one last night, but I took a shower, and after that, I realized what time it was, which was like 2:30. I'm like, fuck. And I was just after I pulled the research before my shower, took my shower, came back, and realized what time it was, and went, oh my god, okay. I'd rather just get some sleep, so I did that instead. But at least I had the research up, so I'm gonna at least have 2 or 3. Depending how much research I want to pull for the other things. Depending. If not, then I'll at least be two for tomorrow. Depending if I how many things I get done for tomorrow as well. Because I got the DMV to go to, and then that's about it. I might want to see a movie, but also I'm going to have a video with all the guys on as well. And then we might stream after that too, with me and the boys. And also I need to figure out how to get the fucking audio of all of us talking mono instead of stereo on the left. I don't get that. It's like, why is that a problem right now, dude? It's like, why is this a problem? Why? Why your problem? Let's hear what he's talking about. He's talking about UFOs.
I have no wherewithal to, write down any information about the UFO. You go ahead and do that. Well, I'm on the phone with these people, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, talking to me about this UFO they saw in Davis, or Tracy Davis, California. It's upper north, just a few miles, well, a lot of miles away from San Francisco's Davis, San Joaquin Valley, basically Tracy, California was where this UFO was seen.
Spooky UFOs.
So, this is my really first UFO investigation report where I'm actually getting something original sent to me. I don't have to go and report what other people have reported, like being a person who gets this secondhand story. This is my story. I've been part of many UFO investigations.
Full story, bro.
I've been the chief source for many network TV shows about UFO crashes, but my first real UFO story that I originated, that for some reason landed in my lap with my...
I did it. I made it. Alien/UFO podcasts are interesting to listen to. That's why I like Clyde Lewis, because I actually like listening to that type of shit. Don't take UFO investigations, you right-wing idiot. Clyde Lewis is... I call him a moderate right-winger because he's right-wing, but he's not that right-wing. Like, he's got a lot of libertarian streaks in him, dude. Like, a lot of... When it comes to social interests, he's alright with it. He smokes... I think he smokes marijuana. He lives here in Portland. Is the room better? You got a new mattress? That's what I should do tomorrow, is at least look into getting a new mattress. Yes, thanks for that reminder. That's now inserted as a file. If you want legit UFO cases, look up MUFON. One channel, I remember this... You guys believe in Sasquatch? Yes, I do. I actually think Sasquatch is a thing, yeah. I think... I don't, like, I think, the one, like, when it comes to, like, skunk ape and stuff like that in, like, the South, I don't think they exist because there's actual natural explanations to the sense of things like that. But when it comes to, like, the Pacific Northwest and, like, Canada and things like that, I do think there's a chance that Sasquatch/Bigfoot can exist in this environment. I think there's a chance. I mean, at least the premise of what Southern Bigfoot exists... Well, I mean, see, this is why I think I'm principled when it comes to Bigfoots and shit. Like, I think Yeti also, like, the ones that live in Himalayas around that region, they are more aggressive than the ones you have. Well, the thing is, the natural explanations is people have exotic pets, like orangutans and chimpanzees. They're also pretty aggressive, too. Well, at least not as much as orangutans, but chimps for sure. So, when they get out and run off and escape and shit, then, you know, what are you going to do? So, I think the skunk ape phenomena in the South is probably escaped chimps and orangutans that might have made a small, minor, you know, habitat for themselves in the wild. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it could actually legit be a skunk ape. I'm not saying that it might not be. I just don't believe in the South specifically there might be. Do you believe in the Sasquatches? Talking about Sasquatch.
What's that? Sasquatch?
Sasquatch? It's the moonshine in the South. Different types of Bigfoot exist across the country, at least 4 different types. Huh. That's interesting. Karl Rove has not said a single thing about this, because I think last time he was like, oh my god, believing in Bigfoot's ridiculous. He hasn't said a word yet, I don't think, has he? Nope, he hasn't. Nah. Southern ones are smaller and more aggressive than Pacific Northwest ones. Yeah, like, because there's far more territory for the ones in the Pacific Northwest to be more reclusive in. So it makes sense for them to be very rare sightings. And I'm busy with New Vegas. Sure you are. You're just slowly building up the triggeredness because we all believe in Bigfoot. And you just don't have a part of it. Well, you know, I don't know. Like if, I haven't delved like, I don't believe in Bigfoots at all. Yeah, I mean, like I understand that because there's I will be definitely one to say that there are 100% are hoaxes for sure of Bigfoot sightings and things like that.
Piss me off.
But I think there are definite significant differences to ones that are hoaxes to ones that are unexplainable / more ape-like in nature. I mean, like, for example, like, I forget which year, it was in the 70s, like, the classic Bigfoot picture of the female Bigfoot. I think you'll see a Roger Patterson film, like that film, I think that was the name of it. And, like, that one, they've delved into it so many times, and I think some people say it's a hoax and some people say it's real. And I don't know, like, what do you think of the Roger Patterson film? Like the one with the big classic Bigfoot and like has that still image where it's like walking like this and shit like that. And it's a female Bigfoot, or at least it presumes it looks like that considering the way it's shaped and shit.
I think you said that was fake. Looks pretty real.
Yeah, I mean, it does look fairly. Patterson Gimlin footage was fucking suit.
Like
oh, come on, dude.
UFO.
Hey, I haven't said my...
I believe there's definitely intelligent life out there, but whether they've come to this planet...
This is Alex Jones level shit. Bigfoots are not Alex Jones level shit. Like, saying that, like, aliens are controlling, like, Hillary or some shit is, like, Alex Jones level shit or something like that.
Like the Tasmanian tiger.
Yeah, I mean, this is just...
Bigfoot could exist.
Yeah, this, like, it's... Like,
until I see one.
Yeah, like, I think they do. It's just that we haven't seen one. And there's a lot of evidence that could...
No, it's not... Other people have seen them. I haven't seen them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be a firm believer until I see one with my eyeballs.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's just kind of... I don't know. Like, I mean... Hold on. The chat's getting feisty in here. The government has made the Fox gaze Alex Jones level. Bigfoot's regular level.
Figure out where I stuck my weed. I'm going to kill somebody.
Did you check in the drawers?
Yeah, okay, for like the 100th time. No, it's still not in here.
Well, I didn't know if you have or not. I mean, I've seen you look around, but I've never seen you open it.
I only have one drawer.
Okay, well, I promise you I have not touched it. I have my own source. If you're welcome
I have
to...
a warm beer from 2 weeks ago. Other than that...
It's good to be skeptical. Yeah, it's true. But, I mean, I don't know, like... Karl Rove, Sasquatch is real, Broham. Yeah, man, come on. Just join us. Join us, bro. Like, I do have a sense of skepticism just because I haven't really had actual experience, because I haven't been camping that much and things like that. But I've been in areas where there, and I've talked, like in the Mount Hood National Wildlife Forest, I've talked to my mom's friends of a ranger who lives there. Just to say this, to quote the late great Carl Sagan, yes indeed, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And the thing is, I think there is a lot of evidence, but a lot of the evidence is, diluted with hoaxes as well. Because there are people that either just want to fuck with people who generally are trying to find out, or... Patterson Gimlin film, bitch. Venom. Oh my goodness. I mean, I think the guy said it was faked. So I probably am inclined to believe it's faked, but it does look pretty real. But the evidence doesn't hold up because there's a lot of hoaxes and shit. Because I mean, it gets diluted, and so now people have a sense of, oh, I don't know now. I mean, if that wasn't the case, but unfortunately that's the case with a lot of things. Things get faked. I mean, then I don't know. I never heard of anything about it faked.
Whoa, good catch.
Well, Titty McJesus.
I don't want that. Not now.
Oh, I want those. I believe Bob's gonna win.
Yeah, I'm sticking my Mountain Dew's cold from last 3 months ago.
Yeah. That's likely. He's credible in my eyes. He's credible in my eyes. I just got that feeling, you know what I mean?
Oh, I wish I knew where to stuck my weed.
I want to believe Ignar was abducted and replaced by a pupper.
I trust everyone around here, so I'm pretty sure it wasn't stolen. I just stuck it someplace stupid.
Yeah, like, if I really wanted weed, I'd just make Robert buy me some.
And if you wanted some, and you could take some out of the vial, and I wouldn't notice. Well, I probably would, but I wouldn't care.
In all my years, I haven't seen any, and when young, I used to be in the force regularly.
I find lots of empty vials.
I mean,
I got that weed, and I smuggled it all the way out to Montana.
And
I smuggled it all the way back. It took like 2 hits out in Montana. And I took a couple hits when I got back. That's why I'm thinking it has to be around here somewhere.
I mean, have you checked maybe in the bedroom somewhere? Because I know you're in there. Or in your,
Yeah, I was looking out here because I got home and I sat here and I loaded a hit and I can't remember where I stuck the weed.
Watch it just be like somewhere just oblivious.
Unless I brought it back in the bed. It'll show up in a couple of months or something. I'm sure I'll just have to go to
The house ate it. The house wanted to get high. 500 years ago, people thought we were the center of the universe. Knowledge changes and grow with the times. Hope we never proved them, honestly. They want to live free. Venom, are we not the center of the universe? Better not tell Trump. Yeah, better not tell him. What?
The Big Dipper.
What about it?
That's the center of the universe. Well, not
literally, but that's the direction.
Not the Big Dipper, but
beyond it.
Beyond, way, way, way beyond.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Before galaxies.
Not before galaxies.
The first galaxy is right by the Big Dipper.
Damn, son.
It might not be the first galaxy, but
do you think they're just natural primate hominids? Sasquatch? You know, in a way, I think they probably are. I mean, would you consider that? Do you think Sasquatch are probably just primitive primate hominids?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I would think so. I mean,
and if they're half as smart as humans, well, judging by most humans, I know they're probably smarter than most humans, but
that's true. Yeah. At this rate, they're probably smarter than most humans.
But something with a little bit of intelligence can lay low easily.
Yeah. And also learn how to stay quiet on his feet.
Not like most cryptid species that are just going about their lives and they're discovered.
Yeah.
They're still discovering all kinds of stuff. Tasmanian tiger. You
Well, yeah. I mean, but isn't that extinct though? Or
know.
Oh, they found the Tasmanian tiger again? Because it was extinct for a time, or supposed to be.
Yeah, it was extinct.
But it's still alive.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I love those things, dude. I love Tasmanian tigers, dude.
Not, officially, it's still extinct, but
Oh fuck! Oh no, fuck that.
There's some wandering around in Tasmania and Australia because
Bandit. Hey, Venom, you want to see Bandit?
Some to,
Venom, you want to see Bandit?
So now the Tasmanian tiger lives in Australia too.
Well, that's cool. It's good that they're
They
spreading.
brought them there like 1900 or something like that.
Yeah.
1920, somewhere around there. They brought Tasmanian tigers to Australia.
Yeah, for putting in zoos and stuff, and I'm sure some escaped.
No, they put them out on these people put them out in the wilderness so they could live because they were being hunted to extinction, and they're just like, no, this is wrong. Let's bring a bunch over from Tasmania to Australia and let them go.
Good. People had sense. Bandido. As dangerous as most large animals, potentially. What do you think Bigfoot would be more dangerous, Bigfoot or grizzly bear?
Grizzly bear.
Yeah, grizzly bear. Grizzly bear hands down. Holy shit, Bandit. You turd muffin.
Hey,
Hola.
what shit did your dad? Oh, hey,
Hey.
how was work?
Because the work part wasn't bad. I was surprised. I was expecting piles of branches, but
There was no
nothing
heat.
there, so I had to find something to do.
I have a knife next to me in case her ex decides to pay a midnight visit again.
I figured you were back. 'cause
Oh,
the
whoa,
Amazon-
bro. Dude, her
Which
ex
isn't
paid a
hard.
visit.
You know, it's not hard.
Dude,
to
tell the
find
story,
something
dude.
to do around there.
It's okay. I've been reading comics all day. and
Found a
camping.
wasp nest. Other than that,
Are you working tomorrow?
He's a psycho,
no,
bro.
Friday.
Right.
You just gotta love psychos, dude. Psychos.
Second,
You should probably have a gun instead, like a shotgun, and be like,
Walmart.
come back again, boy.
I'll probably do that.
Like, right
tomorrow.
this second. Like, if there's a gunshot still
Probably
open,
do
just
that
buy
tomorrow.
a gun. Just be like, let's go. Pound on the door, scaring the fuck out of both of us. Oh my god, dude.
Before
That's
what?
crazy.
Before Friday.
Oh, okay. Gotcha,
Fred Meyer didn't have any wasp spray. And I need wasp spray. I found a wasp
My dad wouldn't let
nest.
me bring mine. Oh, fuck that.
yeah.
I
Okay.
didn't want to find a wasp
You are your
nest,
own
but I
grown
found one.
individual.
Second, didn't want to hit a deer. Luckily, I know deer behavior.
Hmm.
So when one jumps out and runs in front of you, there's always a second one. So it's going like 1 mile an hour when I hit the second one. I jumped out in front of it.
So you just, like, tapped it.
Yeah.
Tapped it.
Probably, like, fell on its ass and, like, went berserk.
Last time, the deer rolled a couple times. This time, it just kind of like scooted its back feet, lost its balance a little bit.
It was just like, oh,
Didn't fall
shit.
Over. It just like kept on going. I'm just like, yeah, I knew there was going to be a second one.
Yeah, they usually roam in herds, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, out here,
So
they're a little bit more.
driving lesson. If you're driving and a deer jumps in front of you, there's going to be a second one. There always is a second one.
Yeah.
And a third, and a fourth, and a fifth.
It's cool. Her psycho pyro aunt is staying with us too. If she
They
shows
go
up, we
in
got a
herds.
warning. Good.
So if one deer
You're good
jumps
then.
in front of you,
You should be
expect
good.
A whole lot more to
3
come
against
right
1.
behind it.
Oh, there it is.
We got the green
That's something
giant.
that's not in the driver's manual.
Well, because normally
But
there's
you
no.
know that now.
You'd think there would be, considering there's a lot of deer.
You never get one deer. You get a bunch of deer. So if you see one deer, there's a whole bunch more right behind it waiting to jump out.
Mm.
Well, you'll be 21 here in 3 days, right?
And 2.5 weeks, I think.
Last day of July 2018.
Last day of July 2018, motherfucker. I'm doing the retarded dance, just like,
Drive to distribute the most during the second amendment.
Oh, did you get mosquitoed?
Oh, this.
Wasps?
All the itchy stuff.
Oh, just itchiness. It's just all itchy stuff.
I was in digging through the dirt all day with all the itches.
Oh, venom. Oh, hold on, let me, yeah. By the way, sir, there's your bandito. Sleeping so nice, and oh, there he goes grooming himself. Little boy. Hold up. Let me get a nice zoom in on that.
But now he ain't whining because he knows he can go outside if he wants to.
Well, he always can. He's just a whiny little bitch is what he is.
Yeah, he is.
Stop being a whiny little fuck. Oh, shit! I got that. That was good, dude. little fuck. That was funny. I love Bandit, dude. He's great. He's a good boy. Bandito's my good boy.
What's your other cat?
Chewy. Chewy Kapooey.
He lives in your room, doesn't he?
Who, Bandit?
No, Chewy.
Chewy, no, well, for some reason, she used to, but not anymore for some reason.
Squeaks and Maggots.
Hey, Curly.
And then there's Megs.
Yeah, Curly, yeah.
Dude, Meg got out like the day you left and never came back until you came back.
What?
Yeah.
You're not talking about the black cat.
No, Meg. No, Cleo was inside the entire time.
Okay, got it.
Curly left a few days afterwards and never returned. And it's just like, these cats are
Well, I know
weird.
Megs.
It's like they knew you weren't here and didn't want to come around.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Don't come around until he's here.
Megger's a weird cat.
Well,
Although
I don't-
a little bit.
yeah, I don't know who their father was, but Baby Kitty has some issues. Poor Baby Kitty. She was a good mama, but kind of a psycho cat.
Yeah, she was completely psycho.
Completely. Bandito is just the most not like the. He's the most.
Well, even our kid, the little Meggers took years longer than Cleo did.
Yeah.
Cleo finally started coming up.
Yeah, she truly warmed up after Scooter passed away. And then the other cats kind of started to do that too. I'm not sure if Territory, perhaps, maybe it was a violent individual.
So when she finally started, yeah, that's why I call her Squeaks, because she came up and
She does that anyway. She goes like.
and then
She does like this like loud
suddenly
squeak now.
went from not coming anywhere near you, and she started coming near me.
Now she just hops on. Now she'll get all up in the grill. Be like, bitch, you're pet me.
She jumped up and burrowed her way up into my armpit and out my sleeve.
Maybe it was
So
an
I'm just
African
like,
Bigfoot.
Oh, I got a cat.
Oonga lugga boonga. African Bigfoot. African Bigfoot. African Bigfoot. African Bigfoot. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I think they have different cultures, like different chimp groups do, depending on the region. Oh, I'm sure they do. If they have, like Dad was saying, like if they have like half the intelligence of humans, like chimps and other primates do, I mean, then, well, I don't even think they have half the intelligence of humans. I think at best it's like a 4-year-old. Well, I guess that's at least half, because they're at least got some developmental, like, capabilities. But I mean,
Well, if Bigfoot exists, they have to be smart enough to hide from us.
and also make shelters as big as and big as complex as people find these various random little structures. You know, like, I mean, there's various different things that the best explanation would have to be something like a Bigfoot, because I mean that would be the only explanation for these massive structures being discovered.
They have to be smart enough to just like, look at those stupid apes.
Look at those skin apes.
Oh, we're gonna hide from them.
Yeah, I'd say so. The human genus was once very large. I am required to move. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just like, yeah. You're just like, yeah. Get the fuck out. Move. He's just like, no, take your time. I'm just gonna sit here and hover over you until you do so. And I'm just gonna get more mildly frustrated as you take even longer. Is this accurate? I'm just like a robot about all this. Is this accurate to your consensus? Skip the bop, boom. Boom, skip the bop. What are you doing? That?
Yeah.
Huh?
Serious, I still can't find my weed. That's I'm gonna steal what I have from you.
Oh shit. Is there anything in there? Yeah, there's something in there. Have fun. Pops. Proud to call myself a homo. We're all homos. We're all homos. You wanna know how? Because we're homo sapiens. That's how we're all homos.
Put tobacco in there.
Yeah. That's why I just went, that's why I went, oh man. Alright, okay. You should just wait for me to put that just on top of it. Look at that. Fresh little green, little, you know.
And I had some of the best pot, but I can't find it.
Oh, that is weird.
I really don't know what else to say. I mean, where was like the last time you specifically remember placing it?
Last time I remember, I was sitting there smoking it.
Anything in the ground?
Well, that doesn't help.
But I'm not sure whether I loaded it. I might have loaded it in the bedroom, but I didn't see it in any of my stuff there.
Is it a red container? Black? White? Imperial Germanic colors?
No, it's... In fact, I bought a pipe in Montana, which I only used for a couple of hits.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, oh, I have to smuggle it. I should have just not bothered, you know. I have to smuggle this pipe all the way back to Oregon.
Yeah.
And just saying, well, I should be more worried about bringing weed to Montana than bringing weed from Montana to Oregon.
Well, Montana's...
Cause it's just like, you know, GSA, what should they do? I could have had an atomic bomb in my freaking bag. They didn't even look at the bag.
Yeah, it shows how...
When I go through the line,
It shows
like
how...
the only guy there, they must have been bored, and just like, oh, we're going to have to give you the first, second, and third degree search.
Yeah, it shows how inefficient TSA really is, honestly. It's just ridiculous. It's like, you know... Like, they even did a test that, like... They did tests...
Okay, here's the radar machine for your bag. You set your bag on,
Bandit.
and it goes through, and the people are at the far end of it,
Yeah.
just hanging out with the cell phones. Yeah, have a good day. And it's like, okay. So I'm just like, no problem, make my flight, go out, have a smoke, come back in.
Yeah, like they did this...
Go through security, it's just like, okay, do you want a private room? I'm just like,
Oh
here
my
is
god.
fine. If I need a private room, you got to get me a drink and dinner first.
Really?
Oh my god.
And just like, I don't care. I get searched every time. And no matter where I go, I get searched. And it must be an Asperger's thing or something. Who knows?
I have no idea. I never really get searched, but the only time I ever did was Texas. That was the only time TSA was fucking ridiculous.
Because it showed something there. I'm just like,
What the fuck? Why is so...
I'm sure, you know, I'm not. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not an underwear bomb or anything. Knock yourself out, you know.
Jeez, do you have like a literal iron rod or something? Fuck, what's going on?
Okay, I'm well endowed. That might add something.
Oh my god, well, it's just fuck.
Yeah, okay, TMI, but
The TMI, damn son. I was just making a joke, but fuck, we went real. Oh god. Nah. Bandit, I need you for comfort. Comfort me, Bandit. Come here. Damn. Comfort me, you fat fuck.
What you say, you might be well endowed too.
Well, Bandit is, but at least he comforts me. He comforts me like a good sweet boy. Look at this sweet boy. Oh, you can't even see him. There he is. Ah. Sweet boy. Eh. No. No, you're comforting me. No. Vanilla, no. You guys ever had malt soda? Best drink. I have not had a malt soda.
What is a malt? What is that?
By the sounds of that, you haven't had one too. Sounds like we might need to get some. Just has sex with me and smokes weed. I can fling your feet around because you don't care. You just sit there and just let your feet ragdoll around. Nah. Nah. Oh my god, Bandit. You're just a flop cat. You just flop around. Oh my god, what's... I want to buy Bandit. How much money you got? You got like $8,000 because that's about as much as he's not worth. Because it's never going to happen. Look at this boy. He's a sweet boy. Oh my god. 1,600. Bitch, I know you don't got that much. He is worth a small loan of... He is worth 10 small loans of $1 million. 10 small loans. You do the math. Believe me, it will be tremendous. I've noticed he's enjoying the outside life a lot. Wait until it starts raining a lot. He's gonna love it. If I came to Portland, would you let me live on him? Maybe. Everyone's welcome to the Love and the Bandit. It's Bandito. It's not killed entirely. That was funny. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. What's Clyde saying? I don't know.
You know about aerosol inoculations, according to John
Aerosol,
Brennan,
whoa, bro.
CIA, and
Are we getting high on aerosols?
NBC's,
I am.
Security department.
What about you?
But geoengineering, there's a lot of things you can do to screw up the planet. In fact, some guy dumped a bunch of iron ore off the Pacific coast to see if he could steer plankton out of the way. This is some of the things you do. You kind of weaponize the planet. So the planet will attack
planet
something that you don't
weaponizations?
like. And in the case of chemtrails,
How in the
they
literal
want to
fuck do you
lay them
weaponize a
in the
planet?
sky so that they can reflect back
Like,
the
what?
sun so it can cool the planet.
Like, how in
What they
any
do is they're literally
pragmatic,
controlling the
realistic
weather,
reality
but there
could
are other ways
you
to control
possibly
weather. You can
weaponize a
go
planet?
below as well, and you can
Is
also
this
control
like
the
The Force
ecosystem.
Awakens where that
And
you
what
get like
do
the
is you can use
Death
lasers.
Planet Star Destroyer thing?
You can
And that's
weaponize
when I
nuclear.
talked about directed energy weapons.
How do you weaponize a planet?
I would say back in the
Like
day,
the literal essence of a planet? Like, is it the essence of a
Throw
planet?
it out of orbit?
something
Whether it's
being
something,
used to set fires like that
or something's
would be
coming
just
to
overkill. I'd say that, because I knew about energy weapons because of the Lawrence Livermore investigation, but I did not think that they would actually use these weapons to start fires.
Nasty.
But then I started realizing that, after what I've been seeing lately, I mean,
Well, it just be.
I just kind of thought to myself, well, maybe it's possible. I mean, one of the things I don't want to do is I don't want to.
And G Weapons, my teabacker uncle loves listening to this fella.
And what a zebra
Who,
argument
Clyde
is
Lewis?
that I was once taught that when you research something, you shouldn't chase after.
That's who this
secrets.
fellow is.
And
Though
what
I like
love is
listening
that
to him.
you
He
close
actually
that-
does have a
if
lot
you
of
close
interesting
your
and
eyes
peculiar
and you hear
things to
something
say.
galloping by,
Like this type of stuff, I am interested in listening because it's like it kind of does provide a different outlook on things. It's like, huh. I mean, a lot of times I do have a strong sense of skepticism, but I mean, it's still, it's just,
those are zebras when they could be horses, just horses.
yeah, I mean, that's what, yeah,
One
that's,
of the problems I have with directed energy.
I mean, it provides, yeah, I mean, a lot of, I mean, a lot of the ways he's just providing a lot of different theories, and he just kind of lets you decide a lot of cases. He gives his opinion, but a lot of cases he just kind of lets you
What I'm
decide
talking about is that
in a way.
darkening of the sun for 3 hours that was so apocalyptic and scary, and I found out some information too.
Of what he thinks, of course.
About
I
what
mean,
happened
everyone
here.
does.
He
And
supports whoever's on the
I'm
show.
beginning to think that they are using
Well, yeah.
directed energy weapons for geoengineering.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people that are far out, but I mean, and there's times where I'm like, okay, Clyde's going a little too far with this, but I mean, that's fine. I mean, there's other times where I'm like, wow, like, I mean, like there's a couple times he's delved into politics and shit, and I'm like, wow, I 100% agree with this, and there's other times I'm like, well, I at least understand where he's coming from because he's being, really eloquent with how he's coming across, and he's not being like passive aggressive or nothing like that. He's just saying what he's saying. It's just how it feels.
It was really interesting.
Yeah. I mean,
they kind of captured the climate change thing, but Kaku was saying something to the effect. He says, "Oh,
I like
we
Varg.
can do this now.
You like Thulian perspective? I do. I watch him every now and then. He kind of reminds me of Clyde a little bit. Like he's respectable because he has a lot of really interesting points to say. Sometimes I find him a little like whoa, but a lot of other times I find a lot of things he says interesting to think about. You know Varg for Kurnus, the guy who's in the Nordic black metal project Birdsome and stabbed Euronymous 23 times in the face. You have an ant on your hat, by the way, on the broom.
I'm going to try and find that so you can hear it. But this is all adding up to the possibility
it's going behind your hat.
directed energy weapons are being used for geoengineering.
You just don't give a shit. It's an ant. You're like, whatever.
Which is an energy weapon.
One ant.
Kind of a.
But yeah, I mean,
but
are you familiar?
Energy source.
Yeah, but are you familiar with Varg for Kurnus? Since he's going commercial. Oh, really? Oh. Well, yeah, he stabbed Euronymous 23 times in the face because he was going to kidnap and torture Varg to death or whatever, or at least claimed he was. Yeah, this is Norway. Yeah, so he killed him by doing that and burnt a bunch of churches down and got arrested. And he's...
Oh, I hope so.
Well, this is a long time ago, so he's out of jail now, and he makes a YouTube channel, and he just kind of talks about different things, and he lives on his own land, has his own house and a family and shit, has an older daughter that's pretty cute, honestly. He grows his own food, he has a couple animals there, he produces his own energy, like, he lives off the land and shit, like, he's a very, very interesting dude, like, he's really cool. Like, this is, like, you kind of have... Just one dude. Because he was threatening to kill him. So some people say he did it out of defense. Like out of self-defense. Which, I could kind of see that argument, but... Nah, I'd take other methods first. But, hey, if someone's threatening to kidnap and torture you, and you really don't want to make sure that doesn't happen, just kill him before that happens.
Yeah, what kind of ways to
He was going to snuff him and rape him. Oh shit, that too.
Yeah, I'm not talking about shooting.
He's a pagan. He burnt down some very old staff churches in the Telemark province.
There's ways to kill somebody where it was
Accidental.
yeah, like a bee sting. That's my favorite one.
Well,
Not
do
that
tell.
I've ever used that before.
Do tell. Off air, we will have to discuss the details of this particular thing. Interesting.
Oh, it's you and your freaking brother. Always
Doing shows
on
and
air.
shit. I guess
Well, if there's ever a murder in the family, I'm going to be the prime suspect.
Uh-huh.
And it should be the last one they suspect.
I remembered when I was like, my mom loves telling the story, when I was like 3 or some shit, and I was playing with like a Hot Wheels car, and you were here or whatever, and I got rolled under a couch in that room at the time.
You know, you crawled under the couch. The cops came, the whole 9 yards.
And they had you detained because they thought you like killed me or some shit, or did something with me.
They didn't detain me, or I guess they kind of did. They're standing there, you know, so I could get out of the living room.
Ted Nugent is Swedish American. Oh boy.
And, you know, and just like, look, my kid was here.
No, it's not.
No, he's not. Somebody did come in, which was Chad. Went to Chad's room, which is now your room.
Yeah.
Somebody came in, went in there, and went back out. I'm sitting in the living room watching TV. And I'm just like, that was Chad. I don't need to look and see, that was Chad. Yeah.
Right, yeah. But it was just me sleeping, just because, fuck it.
And you crawled underneath the couch, you little bonehead.
And I just fell asleep in there.
You fell asleep under the couch.
I was like, this is a comfy spot. My little 4-year-old self will sleep here now. I'm just like, this is comfortable. I sleep here now.
Yeah, you little shit.
Caused a lot of disturbance in the neighborhood for that one. That was always a fun... See, when I'm I was kind of a troublemaker as a kid, but it wasn't like I'm a rebellious little shit. Well, I guess in a way it was, but it was more subtle. It was more like, hey, I'm going to have my parents call the cops and try to hunt my ass down when I'm just under a couch.
Yeah, the cops are giving me the dirty eyeball, you know, and just like, I'm the one that called you. The kid's missing. Don't sit here and give me the dirty eyeball.
They're like...
Yeah, that's it. Come on, guys. What the hell?
Who giving you the dirty eyeball? The dirty eyeball. Hold on. There we go. Dirty eyeball.
And then they're talking to Chris. They're just like, you think your dad murdered your kid? And I didn't know this at the time, but you know, it's just like, are you kidding me?
Too much forensic files. Too much Dateline murders. Investigations. Murder porn.
This is real life.
I remember that was a South Park skit. They
if you would have been like kidnapped or killed,
yeah, like
they would have thrown me in jail thinking I did it.
They could have, yeah, false accusation. But I remember South Park did a skit where the family, where the parents who were watching too many like crime investigations and like date murder investigative TV shows on Investigation Discovery and some shit, you know, like how that's a big thing or whatever. Yeah. So
that's the only answer.
So
I did the Dad's TV. It's like,
Yeah.
Forensic files are just like,
So
okay, all the hassle it took me just to find a channel that came on.
right, yeah, but
I'll just keep it here, and all I need to do is press the power button.
yeah. So what the kids did, they locked because what the parents were doing, they were having sex over these shows for some reason. I don't know, murder porn essentially. So I think one of the parents got killed or some shit. So they the kids locked the TV or at least the channels that had those shows on TV locked, and with a question, what do you need to tame a horse in Minecraft? And because the kids play Minecraft and shit. So it ended up being a ridiculous, funny premise, but it's hilarious. It was a pretty funny episode. Because it's kind of a bait and switch. Normally it's the parents doing the parental locks on the kids, but the kids did it to the parents. I love South Park for that. They have episodes that, are pretty funny like that. I love it.
Yeah.
And they make it over the top, and that's what I love about it. Like murder porn investigations,
Yeah, lots of some of them are really good.
Yeah, there's some.
I kind of like most of them just sucks.
But there's a real but I don't know if you've seen that particular episode, but I love that one. That episode's pretty. I mean, I'll have to show you that particular episode because it's pretty good. I like it. It's a pretty funny episode. I mean, it's just like the fucking. Because
occasionally South Park they'll hit it.
Yeah, because hit it out of
the park. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because what they do is
lots of them I find just kind of like.
I mean, because what they generally do is a lot of their episodes, especially nowadays, delve on to what's currently going on in the world. So they delve on a lot of references of current news and shit like that. Like right now, they got this crazy story of the presidency and shit. Like Mr. Garrison is Trump essentially in office and stuff like that in the latest seasons. So I mean, they kind of got a little story going on, but it's pretty intense.
I miss the old Saturday Night Live. They burned him. What was his name? Carter.
Jimmy Carter?
Yeah, about the whole 3 Mile Island thing.
Oh. Well, I mean, I know he's been out as, what is he, 92 now? And he's going out, helping nonprofit organizations, try to cure diseases and shit in Africa, whatever. I mean, he's trying to at least, do some humanitarian good out there. I like him.
Good guy, not so much of a good president. He gave away the canal.
Oh, Panama?
Yeah.
Oh, Panama. We don't have Panama anymore?
No, Jimmy Carter gave it away.
Who to Panama?
Panama.
Well,
okay.
Wasn't it really
they should own it, but it would be so bad if we still had it.
Or access or a treaty or some shit. Probably negotiated better on a united ownership, dual ownership or something like that. Both.
Trump will probably do that. He negotiates. He's a grand.
I haven't heard anything about Panama lately, so I doubt that. Especially with this whole weird fucking Russia shit, whatever hysteria. I doubt that's ever going to be brought up. At this point, I'm just done. I just don't want to hear any of it. It's just it's just stop. Just that. He visited Putin. Now he's gonna have Putin visit the White House. It's Bush had Putin visit. Putin visited Bush in his personal home in Texas when he was in office. So it's what's the big difference? It's who gives a fuck? Oh my god, just stop. There's no actual evidence. There could be evidence of money laundering with oligarchs or briberies with other foreign entities.
Russia's trying to influence the election. Who do you think they would want?
I mean,
the little lapdog Hillary Clinton,
or
Trump,
well, they're
hardcore deal maker.
How is he even a hardcore deal maker? I mean, he banked.
Influence supports Hillary.
Right, because I mean, how's he a hardcore deal maker? Because he has like 7 deals with Saudi Arabia, and has done like there's recent evidence of like deals with the Ukrainian president, like Lukash, whatever his name was.
America's happy. The economy's taken off.
It's been doing that though. I mean, for a while, since after the recession. Doesn't really have much to do with his direct policies, which haven't even.
It's not a normal political staff, you know. But it is. Personally, he really annoys me, but other than
oh my God, he's the most
doing
fucking.
a good job, so you know, I'm happy.
Okay. I despise the decrepit Democrats. So do I. I mean. Despite my dislike of Trump, I can still say that is my phone about to die? Oh fuck, it is. Let me charge this back up.
He's doing a good job, you know.
I mean,
personally, I can't stand the guy.
I mean, you say that a lot, but I haven't heard really many direct examples of like policy though. So I mean, what would be like some examples? Per se. Trump's just another pro-oligarch lobbyist as far as I'm concerned. Bush 2. Part 2. Well, yeah, considering he had Rex Tillerson, Scott Pruitt, and all that, yeah. Doesn't he have like 2 Goldman Sachs officials in his administration who Goldman Sachs also bought off Hillary Clinton? So wouldn't that per se mean that there's money influences inside of the administration between Goldman Sachs and Trump now? And he walks off. I asked him, is there any examples, and he just didn't give any and walked away. Like, I just was like, okay, you keep saying he does a great job, but you're not giving examples. Like, that's a claim, but you didn't back up the claim here. It's like, even if it was like something as basic as like, for example, like Bernie's doing a great job, he got Medicare for all. If it's like at least something like that, at least it's something. At least he got something. But it was just like, he's doing a good job. He's a good deal. He's a good deal negotiator. It's like, but it sounds like platitudes. Like, what substance is in there? I can't get anything out of that. Remember Razorfist trying to explain the Goldman Sachs thing? Oh my God. I haven't heard, but I don't even want to know. It probably sounds ridiculous. It probably sounds just ridiculous. Razorfish is just an objectivist. And also, he's just... I like him for his gaming and also his music-based content, but not for his politics. His politics are dumb. Trump has monetary interest in Russia. Why we never see the tax returns? Because there's probably, I don't know, like tax evasions and money laundering and offshore havens for his taxes and shit like that. I don't know. That's probably my first guess. Like with any other big businessman in New York and shit, what do you think they do up there? They do offshore taxes. Or they move to Oregon. Because we got very low taxes. Yeah, I've seen his broom C96 finally. He posted it on Twitter recently. Shortly after we talked about it too, about Razorfist C96. It's a pretty nice, right? Pretty nice pistol. Ostrotard. Ostrotard! The greatest of the tards of them all. Yes, they will fall, yeah. The Ostrotards. Worse than the Rushotards. Da da da. Retarded march singing, yeah. Da da da. Skidda-ba. Skidda-ba. Skidda-ba-ba-ba-da-da-ba. I'm still honestly thinking about how he just didn't, like, give me examples. When he comes back, I'm probably good. I kind of want to pressure him when he comes back in. Should I? Be like, hey, you still didn't provide examples from our conversation earlier. Were you thinking of some or something? I mean, it's okay if you got to think about it. I mean, that's fine to collect your thoughts. I mean, what do you think about it? Like, it's like, I don't know. Should I?
What's with you?
Hey, it's just like, that's up to you. I don't give a shit. You're like, I'm staying out of this. Don't put me involved. I don't want to get ousted. I don't want to be ousted. It's like, you oust people. No. No. Vanilla, no. Eh. I feel we'll show he has monetary through a company invested in building Russia to show him again bullshitting. Though I feel like that's not going to be through directly the government though. That sounds like he would just have another oligarchical deal which just happens to be based with Russia. A Russian oligarch or something like that. Like, I don't think there's governmental influence. Like, I think there might be oligarch influence. He does, as well as many in the Gulf states. And other states. I mean, but the thing is, you want to know how you definitely know he's not like some Russian puppet or whatever? Here's an example of just something he is doing, good or not. Germany gets oil from Russia. America recently said, hey, go buy our oil instead, aka Trump telling Germany to stop buying Russia's oil and buy ours instead. A puppet to Russia wouldn't be saying that. They'll be like, hey, go buy Russia's oil. They're the best. We get our oil from them too because they're the greatest. Like, that's what would be happening if he was a puppet to Russia. Not really the case now, is it? So that's why I hate the Russia hysteria. I mean, honestly, I think that's, I guess, in some way, definitely better for America's economy, but that's Germany's decision if they want to or not, honestly. Like, I think you should, like, unless it's, like, majorly, like a major, influence to both economies or whatever to do that, then maybe, but, I mean, I don't know. I'm not an economist, so I won't be able to delve too deeply on that issue without probably messing it up somehow. I feel conspiracy theory there. He's an equal opportunity offender. That's what I feel like. He's just an equal opportunity offender. Whatever makes him money in the end will cause a wedge with Germany. And Russia, too. Causes a wedge with both of them. So if they both deny it, they're like, no, we're going to keep going. Both of them. It's going to cause a wedge with both countries. It's not a good idea. If anything, we should just be encouraging trade amongst all other countries and everything. Like, produce their own things and trade amongst everybody. You know, despite my more, like, you know, more post-capitalistic views and shit, I feel trading's okay, you know? I encourage that. Trading's great. I think trading is definitely beneficial. Putin wants the USSR back. Remember East Germany? You're telling me if I remember East Germany?
Burned the tires for 2 years. 7 million tires were engulfed in flames. Melted them into a crater.
I do.
That left an oozing, oily substance in the ground. The owner of the tire dump, which was an illegal tire dump,
good song.
Silas Royster, was found dead on his bulldozer, and someone said he was trying to help matters with the fire. The official death was cancer. We were freaked out. We didn't know what was going on. We thought maybe he saw something he shouldn't see. There were agents poking around in the area, and we did more investigating. We found out something that was interesting, that there was an area of Lawrence Livermore Labs. Lawrence Livermore Labs was right there in the area where this all happened. And Lawrence Livermore had an area called the National Ignition Facility.
Don't look at me like that, please. It's not just you, it's everybody.
And their laser weapons development was a top secret project since 1974. And the goal was to create a laser that produced energy levels that rivaled the power of a nuclear bomb.
That's just one of my things. I just make weird faces.
It's capable of unleashing the power of the sun. It's basically a super hot weapon. The project was kept secret until 2009.
Not always. I don't go too intense. I just do, you know, things with my eyes and shit.
A hydrogen pellet the size of a BB, and in a split second, a quick bolt of energy or a flash would go, and you would either see it or not. It just happened so quickly, and then the devastation would result. What's interesting
I love
is
the
fire
Chinese
chief
national
that witnessed
anthem.
The tire fire that was looking, he said, there's nothing
Did you know they actually
unbelievable.
use
He doesn't-
in their
couldn't
marches and
figure out why
parades
it burned
East
the way
German
it did.
music?
It was
They
just
have. I
unusual.
found out
It
they
was
have
crazy.
a North
He said that it looked like
National
an atomic bomb
Volks
had
Army
been-
march in there.
And, this is
I saw one of their
exactly what
marches
he
and they were
said,
playing
that,
one.
atomic bomb had
I
been-
recognized it. I was like,
And
hey,
this
that's
is
cool.
something that, he said
I'm not gonna
was,
lie, I'm a sucker for a good military
peculiar.
march. Like if I was ever president and I was doing parades, I'll have it like start with a military march, but then have like a parade behind it. Like if you're gonna do a military march, just add on a whole parade with it. Just make it a big event for everything. Do something else with it, you know? You know, make it like a whole unity thing between the whole country and everything. And add like, you know, add like a parade, you know, block for farmers and stuff. Have a parade block for all the factory workers. Parade block for all the tech workers, and the parade block for just the cultural influences across the country and shit, you know? And then just like parade, and then, you know, the starts of the parade block of the military and stuff, you know? It's like, hey, here's the pride of all of the country, you know? Just all coming together and stuff.
On the rims, okay? And yet the trees surrounding the car,
You know, might as well make it a whole
are
big
not even
event.
burned.
If you're gonna, you know, do
So
something
it's
like that.
There's directed energy weapons being used, and they're being used for geoengineering.
Remember the wall in Germany falling,
Now, in
the end of
last
USSR,
hour, I
Putin
played
will
for
come as fancy,
everybody,
get you ready to piss
how
out the
this is not
US.
out of the question.
Guess what tries to bring back the old
Michio
days?
Kaku
Well,
appeared
I mean,
CBS.
I don't know, like the geopolitics,
I think it was back in,
I'm too like
2013.
hot and decrepit to even like get deep about that, but I'll definitely have to,
Listen to what he has to say about
we'll
laser
definitely have to have a
being used for
discussion
weapon
about
control
this
geoengineering.
because
You know, they were talking about
it's very
climate change
interesting, you know, what is going on
yesterday,
between like
and now we're learning
Putin
that scientists and researchers are
and
looking at how to
his
change the weather
narrative
on
and
purpose.
the
That's
narrative
right.
between
Lasers
Europe
now
and NATO
one
and the
day
EU and the
manipulate
US,
rain
like,
and lightning.
or at least the
CBS
establishment
reporter
US,
Michio
maybe
Kaku,
not the
physics
people
professor
and
at City
certain
College.
figures in the
You're a
country who
professor?
might want
Nice to
different.
see you.
But, you know,
Extraordinary
the
seeing
establishment
Al
of
Gore
the
and Bill Clinton
US, you
there
know,
together,
they
so
want
wasn't it?
different, the
That's
MI6
right.
industrial
Yeah,
complex, you
maybe I
know,
can introduce
that,
this discussion.
CIA, etc.,
It is
etc.
fascinating. I mean,
But, you know,
lasers
I don't know.
really to
I
change
mean,
the weather? That's right. Well, as Mark Twain once famously said,
no, I'm just like, I
everyone
just,
complains about the weather, but no one ever does anything
the
about
high
it.
plus
Well,
the
instead
heat
of
right now
bringing
is,
rain
I
dance,
can't really
many
think on it
physicists
right
are
now. I'm
finding
just like having a
lasers
a
into
block
the
on it.
sky to actually
But I, you know, but I'm
rain
understanding
clouds
at least,
and
you know,
actually
kind of
bring
what
down
I can
lightning
talk about
bolts.
though. You know what I mean?
Potentially a
It's like I know what I want to say, I
experiment.
just can't get it out right now.
However, in the laboratory so far,
He
it
laughing
works
at us.
when you have water vapor. And you
I mean, I don't know if
have
he's just like
particles
laughing at us,
that
but I'm
ice
sure
crystals
he's
can
exploiting us just like the rest of the establishment does. It's just his establishment. You see, it's like there's definitely two different establishments at war against each other. There's like the Eastern Russian-esque establishment, and then there's the Western establishment, which is like in the US primarily. Though I'm sure there's like a minority EU establishment, but that do their own thing. But in the end, they're kind of puppeted up with the main establishment in the West, which I think is, you know, definitely at heart here in America. I'm sure it spreads everywhere, but its heart is definitely in the US when it comes to the corruption, at least. But what was I just about to say? And also
we realize that for decades now, these
I mean,
governments have
it's a
been
pretty,
alleged to have experimented with weather
deep
control,
philosophical
but not being
thing.
conclusive. This time
Imperialist
we're
US
thinking
versus
of
imperialist
physics rather
Russia.
than
Basically,
while waving our
that
hands
you
and
kind of just
clapping
summarized it
our
right there. It's just imperialist Russia. It's imperialist nation 1 versus imperialist nation 2. Tribe 1 versus tribe 2. If you really want to get it to the most laymanest of terms ever philosophically, it's tribalism. Tribe 1 versus tribe 2. And for me, I just find tribalism to be very kind of an obsolete type of philosophy and shit. So my philosophy looks to try to advance beyond that.
However, for floods,
It's government versus government money / money, and its citizens are collateral damage. Yeah, they're just cogs in a machine, and whatever happens to them, and we can find ways to fix it. Whatever, and if it makes things worse for everything in the long term for them, it fixes it for us. We'll find ways to fix it when problems arise again. That's fine. We got tools. Didn't say the tools help the parts.
But firing them out to create
Whoa,
fires
oh shit,
in order
Meg.
to change the ecosystem and change the weather.
Is that Meg?
That was Meg. She pussied out like a little bitch.
And it shows
Meg, that little
The other
bitch.
one.
videos and sending
Nope.
emails with pictures of what appear to be melted cars in
Yep.
this whole
Special
firestorm
bitch.
that's been happening in Northern California, in Greece, and of course what happened
Oh
over Russia.
my God, the world's on
Siberia
fire.
is
Stop
also
burning.
part of this whole thing. It's all linked together in some strange way. And so tonight we
You know
have
what?
two guests on the program.
Considering how nihilistic I've been lately,
Happening
let the
on
world
Freeland
burn.
Court.
Just let it all burn. Let me burn
Waldorf
away.
school teacher,
I'm ready for the
lecturer,
fire.
storyteller, and also she's written an
Cleanse
alternative
me with the
publication.
flame.
Many
You
alternative
don't want those
publications
bad-
are in the
Cleanse me with the
survivors
flames.
MK
You
Ultra,
want the
ritual
bad
abuse.
flames from hell.
Her most
You guys got
monumental
AC?
book, Chemtrails,
Not in the
Harmful
garage.
Atomic
Like,
Trigger, connects
like
how
I
the
could prove it to you. I can go in the house for a second.
Winding
At
out
least it
our
hasn't
skies
been
and
as high as it's been.
atmospheric heaters around the world.
Uh,
Together to assure 7 major
A little bit, but it's not that big. Here, I'll just. Yeah, where's my battery life? Oh shit. Whatever. Here, like I'll go chill in the house for a second.
Because the house is cold.
Yeah, because we got AC. It's just not in the garage. Watch. Oh my god, significant difference. Oh. Alright, I'll just sit on this fat leather couch here. Alright, let's see what's on TV, dude. Whoa. Special reports. Whoa. Yeah, but our old TV broke, and I think my dad just never got around to putting it up there because laziness and procrastination. The Secret War. Whoa, bro, it's the Secret War. SwissAmerica.com/CBN. Oh my god, this sounds like a scam. America, Americanized platter. What the war on cash is doing to your money. Wow. This sounds like an Iran-esque type of book, dude. Oh my god. Is this... Oh my god, pharmaceutical industry. Oh my god, whoa, food. Damn, son. Is that a Philly cheese? Is that Pop-Tarts? Bro. Don't fuck on my Pop-Tarts. Fuck you, bitch. Dude. They're fucking on our Pop-Tarts, dude. They're fucking on my Pop-Tarts. Vanilla, no! Whoa, that looked good. No! 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 No shit! It's Pat Robertson! Fuck! The demon himself! Fuck! I need to get out of vision! Oh, fuck! It's him! It's it's the beast himself! Oh my god, it's him. Why is this on TV? No. Oh god. No, that was me. Oh god.
What?
Oh god, no. Okay, I don't care how good the AC feels. I'd rather be in hell now. I'm going back into this pit of tiny garage hell.
Why?
Because I will smoke weed. It will make me feel better. I'm just what the? I didn't expect that. The 700 Club popped out of nowhere, and it just like, I was like, no! I was like, oh god, whoa. This was like, that was the thing on here. Whoa. Holy shit. Oh. Pat Robertson, yes, dude. Oh my.
Robertson is the man.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
He freaked out because 700 Club was on TV.
I didn't know what channel it was on. I was watching like some commercials. I'm like, what's going on here? Okay.
Are you here, my friend?
It's...
He needs prayer.
Hail!
Oh no!
Heal.
No, but it healed my phone.